ask you about reports on Beit Lahia that it is being ethnically cleansed. Are you aware of these reports? And are you in a position, this administration, does it have a plan, or could it have a plan to prevent this from happening?
So I think that you were referring, again, to the so-called general's plan.
Yes.
And I will just make clear that we have engaged directly with the government of Israel on this question.
Right.
The secretary raised it directly with the prime minister when we were there 2 weeks ago. The prime minister said, that is not our plan. It's not what we're implementing. They can speak for themselves. I'm just reporting what they said to us. And the secretary made clear, both privately and publicly, that we would firmly reject any such plan. And you have seen us push for expanded humanitarian access into the areas where fighting is going on, including into these restricted areas. And as I just noted a moment ago, today we saw, for the first time in several weeks, a convoy of humanitarian assistance actually go into Beit Hanun. And it's important that that delivery of humanitarian assistance continue to those civilians that are even in an area where fighting is occurring.
Mm-hmm. So, but you don't, you don't observe yourself that what is happening is basically, I don't know if you want to term it that way, but it is like ethnic cleansing. It is like driving people out, or trying to drive them out.
So I'm not going to characterize. The government of Israel can speak for itself, right, what it is doing. What we are making clear to the government of Israel is we don't want to see people displaced from their homes. Now, look, if there is fighting in an area, evacuation is an appropriate thing to occur. This has long been the policy of the United States, long been the policy of other governments, that if a government is operating militarily in an area where civilians are sheltering, that you want to see civilians have the ability to evacuate their homes so they can move to safety. At the end of the fighting, however, we want to see them move back to their homes. We want to see them move back to their neighborhoods and have the ability to rebuild their homes, knowing that, of course, in many of these areas, their homes have been destroyed, their entire neighborhoods have been destroyed. In the meantime, while people are still in areas where fighting is going on, we want to make sure they get humanitarian access, and that's what we're going to continue to push for.
But in this case, they have been moved.